Hey, CEO, let's be real. Summer is not slowing down, and neither are the demands on your time. Between spontaneous family plans, shifting schedules, and that pressure you feel to keep the business going, it's easy to feel like you're just spinning plates and dropping a few in the process. I know you want to be present, you need to make progress, but without a clear plan, you're likely stuck in reaction mode. So, if you're asking, what should I be doing right now more than once a day? This episode is for you. Because today, we are digging into why rigid time blocks don't work in real life and what to do instead, how to build a flexible but focused rhythm that anchors your days with purpose, and what it looks like to create an ideal week that reflects your summer season and helps you show up focused, fruitful, and free this summer. So, if you're tired of feeling scattered or behind, and you're ready to be the CEO of your summer, girl, this is going to be your blueprint for more presence, more productivity, and more profitability this summer. Welcome back. This is episode 3 of our summer CEO series, Making Space for What Matters. In episode 1, we talked about why your time still matters this summer, maybe even more than ever. And we looked at how drifting through the season without a plan doesn't just lead to missed business goals, but also missed moments with your family, your faith, and your own sense of peace. Then, in episode 2, we unpacked the power of simplifying. We got honest about how saying yes to too many good things can crowd out the God things, and how pruning your calendar is a powerful act of time stewardship. It's not about doing less because you're lazy. It's about creating space for what truly matters to grow. So, if you already are feeling behind, overwhelmed, or like summer is slipping through your fingers, those 2 episodes were your foundation. But here's the thing, even with clarity about what matters and a trimmed back to do list, without a clear plan for how you use your time each day, it's easy to slip right into that reaction mode, chasing tasks, spinning your wheels, and wondering where did the time go? That's why today we are going one layer deeper. We're talking about how to design your summer rhythm with an ideal week plan. Because intention without structure leads to scattered focus, burnout, and, like we said, those missed opportunities for your business, your relationships, and your rest. But on the flip side, too much structure, like rigid, tightly packed time blocks, can feel suffocating, especially in summer when you crave more freedom and more flexibility. So, if you're asking yourself, what should I be doing right now, or feeling like I probably should be doing something, or if you've ever ended the day feeling busy but unproductive, then this episode is for you. We are going to unpack the difference between time blocking and my time anchor method, what a well anchored CEO day actually looks like, and how to create a flexible but fruitful weekly rhythm that brings clarity, consistency, and can do confidence to your summer days. But first, when you hear the word plan, do you instantly feel pressure? Most Christian women business owners I work with assume that planning means squeezing every minute of the day into a tightly wound, color coded schedule, one that only works if nothing unexpected ever happens. But let's be honest, in summer, something unexpected always happens, right? A kid needs a ride somewhere, a last minute client call pops up, the weather shifts your plans, you decide you just want a spontaneous afternoon at the pool. That's the problem with rigid schedules. They don't flex. So when life pulls you off track, the whole plan crumbles, and you're left feeling behind, frustrated, or like a failure again. And when it feels like you've already messed up the plan, it's tempting to throw your hands up in defeat and just wait until the next day, the next week, or even the next month to try again, losing even more precious time in the meantime. That's why what you actually need isn't a rigid routine, it's a rhythm. Because rhythm gives your time shape without squeezing the life out of it. It's flexible and grace filled and lets you pivot with purpose while still staying aligned with what is a priority. Think of it like music. You don't have to hit every note perfectly to make a beautiful song, but you do need a beat to hold it all together. And that beat, girl, that is your summer rhythm. It gives your day direction without the demand of perfection. Who needed to hear that? It offers clarity and calm when chaos tries to creep in. And it brings structure and simplicity to your time. So no matter what's happening around you, you can always ask and answer with confidence, what is it time for right now? And instead of reacting in the moment or defaulting to distraction, your rhythm helps you show up on purpose for what matters most in the moment. That's the power of rhythm. And that is what we are building today and this summer. So let's talk about why most summer schedules don't stick. Many business owners try to use traditional time blocking, color coded calendars, hour by hour plans, and perfectly packed daily routines. But here's the truth: time blocking often backfires. Why? It's too rigid for real life, especially in summer when days are less predictable. When one unexpected interruption can throw off your entire day. It then creates pressure to stay on schedule instead of turning into and really tuning into what matters. And it doesn't allow for a natural flow of your energy or the needs of your season. That's why I teach a different approach, the time anchor zone method. Instead of boxing your day into rigid blocks, you anchor your priorities to flexible zones of time that repeat consistently. I call them refills and pourouts. Each time zone is tied to a theme, like CEO work, client delivery, rest, or family. So that way, you always know what it's time for without needing a minute by minute plan. Time anchor zones give you the rhythm you need to move through your week with simplicity and order, and they simplify your decision making, protect your priorities, and leave room for both strategy and spontaneity. Because the goal isn't to control your time, it's to steward your time well. And this is how you stay productive and present, even when summer doesn't go exactly as planned. For many years, my summers were packed with color coded minute by minute plans that looked perfect on paper, but left little room for real life. I wanted to be present with my kids, to savor those sweet summer moments, but my schedule didn't allow it. And then every time I got interrupted, which was often, I'd struggle to get back on track. And I'd waste precious time trying to force things to happen exactly as I planned, feeling frustrated and defeated. I was always putting my family off, telling myself just a little longer, I need to finish this. But that finish line kept moving farther away. You see, those tight blocks and rigid timelines left me feeling stressed, behind, and guilty. But then I learned to stop controlling every minute and started creating weekly rhythms with my ideal week plan. Spaces designed to respond thoughtfully, not react frantically. When I built in intentional time anchors for refilling me, caring for my family, and doing focused work, the result was that I got more done in less time. My business saw real progress without the burnout. And best of all, I wasn't always trying to work so I could show up for my family. I was truly present with them. That's the power of rhythm. It brings structure without suffocation and space without chaos. So, if you want to learn how to create your own ideal week rhythm, one that fits your unique season and keeps you centered, stick with me, because this is where the real freedom and fruitfulness begin. But before we dive into how to build your ideal week, let's first unpack what it really is and why it's so essential, especially in the summer season. You see, the goal of an ideal week isn't to create a perfect minute by minute schedule that leaves you stressed or feeling trapped. It's about bringing purpose and clarity to your time, valuing every hour as a precious gift from God. In summer, that means creating a consistent weekly plan that reflects the unique blend of your life and business priorities right now. Instead of drifting through the week, reacting to whatever pops up, or wasting time on good intentions but no follow through. The ideal week is going to help you focus on what truly matters in this season. For example, maybe summer means more flexible afternoons to spend with your kids, so you intentionally block out that time. Or perhaps your business needs a big push on marketing in the mornings when you have your freshest energy. The ideal week is going to let you build those priorities into your plan week after week. And then once you create your ideal week, it becomes your template for weekly planning. That means you don't start from scratch every Monday trying to figure out what to do or scrambling because you forgot to schedule time for key things like prayer or client calls or meal prep. Your current ideal week is designed for what matters in this season, your summer season, reflecting the unique rhythms and priorities that this time holds. And then when fall rolls around with new demands and opportunities, it's going to be time to revisit and reset your ideal week so that way it stays fresh and relevant. But the best news, you don't have to do this all alone or rely on those rigid schedules that fall apart at the first interruption. The ideal week is a simple, flexible tool that I've created for you to help you build a weekly rhythm with intentional time anchors, those dedicated blocks for the key areas of your life and business. Instead of squeezing every minute, you're going to create space and you're going to be able to pivot when needed and still stay on track. Picture what a well-balanced summer day looks like for a CEO like you. It starts with a peaceful morning moment, time set aside to refresh your body, mind, and spirit. Maybe that's through prayer, meditation, time in the Word, a quiet walk, whatever helps you center yourself before the day begins. Next, you shift into caring for your household and family, getting things ready for the day, preparing breakfast, setting a tone that helps everyone start the day on the right foot. And then you move into your most focused work time, when your energy is at its best. This is when you tackle those important business tasks like client calls or creative projects or marketing efforts. You stay focused and productive, making real progress without distractions, so you can confidently close your workday right on time, knowing that you have done enough. Then you get to fully step away and enjoy what refreshes you, whether that's reading a good book, taking a walk, or simply soaking up some summer sunshine. And as the afternoon winds down, you move back into time, caring for your household and family again, enjoying some much needed connection, preparing dinner, and taking care of home responsibilities. Finally, your day closes with intentional rest and reflection. Whether it's quiet time for prayer, journaling, or simply just unwinding, this time helps you recharge and reset. So be ready for tomorrow to know that there's plenty of time for it all. You see, by building your week around these time anchor zones, you always know what your time is for at any given moment, giving you freedom to be present and productive without the overwhelm. You're going to find that once you build and commit to your ideal weekly rhythm, you actually waste less time trying to force work after constant interruptions, and you're able to enjoy those genuine moments with your family without the guilt. So, if you want a guided step by step walkthrough of how to build your own ideal week with space for each time anchor and flexibility for your season, girl, I've got you because I've created a new self paced program just for you. It breaks down each time anchor zone and helps you design a week that works for your life and business and all it holds this summer. Now, you've seen how rhythm brings freedom and why an ideal week plan is the anchor that keeps you steady through all the twists and turns of summer. So, here's what's next. The ideal week is my step by step self paced tool that walks you through how to lay out a simple plan for your summer days. So, you stop winging it or spinning your wheels and finally feel confident about where your time is going. You see, it's not about packing your days full, it's about directing your time with purpose. You're going to identify what matters most right now in this season. You're going to set up a flexible weekly rhythm that reflects those priorities. And you're going to create this go to template that takes the guesswork out of planning each week. So, all you need to do is grab your ideal week at redeemhertime.com/week. But if you're craving more guidance and want help making your plan actually work in real life this June, July, and August, girl, I've opened up a few more spots for SummerTIME CEO for those who are committed to making this summer different. This one-on-one coaching experience is for the Christian woman entrepreneur who wants to design a workday that ends by 2 p.m. or earlier if you want, who creates systems to focus her time with essential workflows that actually produce results, and who completes at least one meaningful business project by August 31st. You're going to build your summer plan alongside me with support, accountability, and space to finally enjoy the season, all without sacrificing your business or your family. So feel free to apply with the link in the show notes before those spots are gone or summer is. You see, summer rhythm isn't about rigid schedules. It's about these grace-filled time anchor zones. That is the secret to being productive, profitable, and fully present in this season. So let's make this the summer that you always know what it's time for and let go of the guilt of trying to be everywhere, do everything, and still feel like it's not ever enough.